A man strikes a heavy wooden pestle down upon a stone mortar, crushing charred fragments of human bone into black ash. The rhythmic collision echoes through the ancient jungle as skull fragments shatter into a fine gray powder, resembling the dust found along a lonely roadside. With his bare hands, he scoops the remains and pours them into a trough of mashed bananas, creating a thick, dark paste. Those gathered around silently dip their fingers into the mixture, bringing the substance to their mouths to swallow slowly and deliberately. No cries of grief disturb the air, only the scent of smoke clinging to skin and the sound of chewing resonating through the vast wilderness. They are consuming what remains of their loved ones, a sacred act to ensure the soul of the departed does not vanish into the void. This is no act of mindless brutality, but the most hallowed farewell ritual of the ancient Yanomami tribe. Deep within the Amazon rainforest, along the border of Brazil and Venezuela, this enigmatic tradition is still preserved. Here, death is not regarded as an end, but the beginning of a new symbiotic journey within the bodies of the living. Inside their massive circular communal houses, shadows veil historical secrets that have never been revealed to the outside world. The Yanomami believe the spirit realm and reality are forever intertwined, flowing through every breath of the dense Amazonian forest. According to oral legends, the human soul is fragile, easily snatched away by malevolent spirits if left unprotected. They believe the physical body is merely a temporary vessel, while the ashes hold the true essence of courage and wisdom. When a warrior falls, the tribe cannot allow the remains to rot beneath the dark earth where insects and decay take hold. Burial is seen as a cruel act, for it leaves the deceased isolated and eternally severed from their kin. Legend tells of ancient ancestors who taught the use of fire to purify the flesh, releasing the soul. Fly toward the sun. Have you ever wondered if love for one's family could drive us to cross the most terrifying boundaries imaginable? Once the fire has consumed the flesh, only white bone fragments are carefully gathered, awaiting the day of the great ceremony. This custom stems from a deep longing to sustain the lineage and strength of the ancestors within the hearts of the next generation. Women of the tribe take on the task of preparing ripe bananas to mix with the ashes, forging a connection between the earth and the living. They believe that without this rite, the souls of the dead will become wandering ghosts, haunting the tribe forever. Each vessel of ashes is meticulously stored within tree hollows or beneath rafters until the official ceremony begins. The name Yanomami translates to human beings, yet their way of facing death leaves the modern world in absolute shock. Every physical trace of the deceased must be entirely consumed, ensuring a pure and total transfer of power. Beneath the thick canopy of the Brazilian rainforest, a different order of survival operates, defiant of the changing tides of time. As the sun sinks behind the towering trees, the entire tribe gathers around a roaring fire at the center of their home. The body of the deceased is placed upon a pyre of the hardest wood, ensuring the flames are intense enough to melt away both flesh and bone. Black smoke rises, carrying the acrid scent of burning skin as it weaves through the thatched roof and vanishes into the night. Men use long branches to push any unburnt remains back into the heart of the raging, hungry fire. They stand motionless like bronze statues, their dark skin shimmering under the firelight, reflecting the flames in their deep, hollow eyes. When the fire finally dies down to glowing embers, they use bamboo tweezers to delicately retrieve the remaining white bone shards. These fragments are cleansed in spring water, then laid out to dry on broad banana leaves under the faint light of a waning moon. The chieftain raises a heavy wooden pestle, beginning to grind the bones within a stone mortar until they are reduced to gray dust. The sound of wood hitting stone pulses rhythmically, like the heartbeat of a being being reborn from within death. Women peel overripe bananas, using their bare hands to mash them into a pale, thick liquid. The ashes of the departed are sprinkled evenly across the mixture, creating haunting streaks of gray and black. Each family member steps forward to take a large handful, swallowing it eagerly as if receiving a profound blessing. If we were to vanish completely into the body of another, would the pain of loss truly disappear forever? They swallow even the small grits found in the ash, believing these are the most resilient parts of the fallen warrior's soul. The bitterness of the ash blends with the intense sweetness of the wild bananas, creating a strange flavor that seeps into every vein. The ritual continues until the wooden trough is empty, leaving not a single speck of dust from the one who has passed. They believe that at this moment, the dead are truly reborn, continuing to live within the chests of those they loved most. The space suddenly falls into a heavy silence as the sounds of swallowing cease, leaving only the chirping of insects from the deep woods. Faces smeared with gray powder look at one another in the dim light, creating a surreal and ghostly scene in the heart of Brazil. This is how the Yanomami erase the boundary between the living and the dead, through the most primal of human actions. Behind the shocking act of consuming ashes lies a profound philosophy regarding the eternal preservation of life energy. The Yanomami refuse to let the souls of their kin vanish into nothingness or be imprisoned in the cold, dark earth. To them, death is merely a change in form, moving from an independent individual into a total integration with the community. Consuming the ashes is the ultimate act to prevent forgetting, for the deceased continues to exist within the very bloodstream of the living. They view the human body as a temporary resting place for souls on a journey back to the cosmic source. Individual greed and personal possession are completely erased when even the final ashes are shared among everyone. Their respect for nature is shown by leaving no organic waste behind to pollute the sacred land they inhabit. This act strips away the essence of the fear of death, transforming it into a powerful comfort of spiritual rebirth. At the core of this philosophy is the cycle of cause and effect, where life nourishes death and death continues to nourish new life. They live deep in the jungle without modern technology, yet they possess ancient and primal concepts of immortality. From a cultural researcher's perspective, this is a symbol of absolute loyalty among members of the same tribe. The agony of loss is transformed into physical strength through this instinctive and visceral ritual of absorption. Every drop of blood flowing through the Yanomami today carries the memories and souls of thousands of generations before them. The modern world may view this custom as barbaric, but for the Yanomami, it is the purest expression of love. The journey of a human being in the depths of the Brazilian forest ends by becoming part of the flesh and bone of those who remain. The darkness of the Amazon continues to hide ancient rituals that challenge every conventional moral standard. As the camera lens moves away, the echo of the bone-grinding pestle seems to linger in the stillness of the air. We have just traveled through one of the darkest and deepest secrets of humanity on our journey of cultural discovery. I hope these documentary frames have provided you with a multi-dimensional view of human survival and belief. Join me as we continue to unearth other mystical truths by subscribing to accompany me on our next expedition.